Do you know part of what's causing the driver shortage? Fugly trucks. There are a whole lot of truck drivers that just don't want to drive them. They want long, low, cool, badass trucks like the trucks used to be. They don't want to drive trucks that look like they were designed by Tupperware, Hoover, and Dyson. There's a small family owned and operated company operating just out of Pittsburgh, PA. 41 trucks, all newer trucks, Great Lakes Cold Logistics. They start at 55 cents a mile. They've got a great benefit package. There's bonuses and extras. Check them out at drivegreatlakes.com. Now, the ATA can't figure out why there's a driver shortage and why there aren't guys just lining up to drive these fugly new trucks that they buy. And you know why these trucks exist the way they are today? Why they're so fugly? Because the ATA and these mega carriers chop the rates on each other so bad, trying to get the freight from one another. They drove the freight rates down to the point where now they can only make a profit if their trucks are getting 9 miles to the gallon. But that's their problem. Guys want cool, badass trucks. You know, trucks that look like they're going fast even when they're sitting still. But they look even more badass at 75 miles an hour with the mud flaps blowing backwards and the pipes just a howling. You don't see these young YouTube truckers trying to modify and build long ass curb sniffers. No, they're building badass cool older trucks, refurbishing them, rebuilding them, or they're taking the new 389s and W9s and trying to make those things look more badass and older. That's what drivers want. So if the ATA can ever take the time to quit thinking about lining their pockets, take a little of that money and maybe, perhaps, buy their drivers some cooler looking trucks and pay their drivers a little better, perhaps they won't have such a driver shortage problem. Now, do I see that ever happening? No, not in reality. They've just got their heads up their butts. But the truth of the matter is, we are never going to lose these long, cool, old, badass trucks because drivers and owner-operators still know what they want and they still know what they like, and they'll still be building and driving these things long after the ATA runs out of steering wheel holders. Let me tell you a story from my past about a badass truck. I was strolling westbound on I-80 one afternoon. I was out in Wyoming. No cops, no speed limits really in Wyoming back then. I was strolling along, doing a good job of it, running about 80 miles an hour. And I look in the mirror and I can see another truck in the left-hand lane and he's gaining on me. And it looks like a pretty cool ride. And he's moving on. He's picking up on me. So I shove the stick to the wall, put my foot to the floor and starting to lean into it again. And I get my old girl walking up around triple digits, around 100 miles an hour. Look in the mirror. This guy is still coming, and he's closer. He's gaining on me, and he's not gaining on me by inches. He's gaining on me by yards at a time, hundreds of yards at a time. So I plant my foot because I'm just determined this guy's not going to get by me. And this guy goes by me like I'm standing still. Turned out to be a friend of mine, Mike Davison, and back then he was running an old Freightliner with a big wound-up motor and a big 120-inch custom bunk, 6 and a 4, geared to the moon. He walked by me so fast it was like I was standing still. And all I could see as he disappeared over the horizon was the stainless back doors of his reefer trailer rocking back and forth as she walked away from me. It was frustrating because I got beat so bad, but it was cool as hell to watch him break over the horizon and disappear. Now that was a badass truck. Stay safe, keep the rubber side down. We'll see you on the backhaul.